The following is a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.
Lila and David Sears are a married couple who are not licensed therapists. The following opinions are their own and should not be taken as medical or psychological counseling advice. Relationships today face more challenges than at many times in recent history. Join married couple Lila and David Sears as they navigate the world of relationships in Empathy Ever After.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome into Empathy Ever After. It's been a bit, but I'm David Sears.
And I'm Lila Sears.
And we'll see if we can remember how to do this stuff. I'm already having difficulties technically, so I'm off to a great
had
start.
to turn it on.
I thought it was on. The PC button was lit.
Well,
apparently there's another button you have to hit.
But the board wasn't on.
The board wasn't on. We're learning. I'm new to this podcast. I've never worked with this stuff before in my whole life.
Yeah, you've only been in radio for, 20 years at this point?
Over 20.
Well,
I started 2004, 21. It can drink.
Shoo.
It can drink.
Your career is legal.
My career is legal. The only thing it can't do is rent a car.
Well,
it's getting there.
Yeah.
So just to review, this is a podcast called Empathy Ever After. We talk about relationships. We come at it from an empathetic point of view. We've tackled some fun topics, some intimacy that we told our parents not to listen to, but apparently my dad listened to anyway. Thank you, Wallace.
Oh, great.
There you go. So now we are both on a fitness journey right now. I got up to bigger than I was back in 2017 when I topped the scales at 371. I actually got up to about 380 this time. I've started Zep-bound dieting, and today was my first day at the gym in over 4 months. So,
wow.
Yeah. The last time I worked out was May 11th. You know what that day was?
No.
That was Mother's Day on the cruise.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was the last day I worked out.
Okay.
That Sunday C Day.
You did work out on the cruise.
I worked out Sunday C Day. And, yeah.
We did go on a cruise, though.
We did go on a cruise, which was really nice. Unlimited virgin strawberry daiquiri package is the way to go.
He put down quite a few of them.
I think I drank my weight.
I think
between that and Coke Zero and Sprite Zero and the energy drinks, I definitely got my money out of
You got your money out of the beverage package with no alcohol, which is very difficult to do.
I
got my money's worth out of the beverage package with alcohol.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Bahama Mama at 10:30 in the morning? Sure. Why not?
That's strawberry daiquiri pretty much every time. And I got to know the bartenders. And
they were really sweet.
One of them called me Wayne because I had something Batman on. So he called me Wayne.
Well, your ID said W instead of David.
Because if you look at my passport, it's W. David Sears Jr. So my ID said W. Sears.
Yeah.
So he
called you Wayne, like Mr. Wayne.
Yep. He was a really cool dude. Apparently had been at sea for nearly 11 months, opening up new cruise ships. So
bless him.
Dude, nice Filipino man. Hope he's getting some relaxation. And having fun. But that is not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about the fitness journey. We're talking about supporting our partner, red flag, green flag, all that fun stuff. We're back. We're better than ever. And to start it off with, couples tend to gain weight when they get comfortable with each other.
Yes.
It's a scientific fact.
We don't have a source for that.
Ron Burgundy. It's science. For the most part, couples, unless they're those super fit CrossFit couples, tend to put on weight when they get married because they're comfortable. You're not having to date. You're not having to look your best because if you've been in a relationship for a period of time, you've seen your partner throw up and you've seen their butthole more than you've seen yours.
Wow.
So,
I think too,
the magic is gone.
The magic is gone. I think too, you just, as you age, you're more likely to gain weight. Your metabolism slows down, and you kind of get that middle-age spread.
You do.
And you're just more likely to gain weight as you get older.
You also have more time for other activities that are not fitness related, and you're having to run and eat on the go between dance lessons with the daughter and various sports practices with the other daughter, and then you have a son that plays football. So you're running all over the place. You don't have any time to really commit to working out, and you just grab food because it's there, because it's cheap, fast, and you got to get to the next thing. So we luckily have some of those obstacles, not all of those obstacles. I work 3 jobs right now. So I am trying to balance all of that with eating healthy and eating fulfilling meals, because it's easy to eat healthy and not be fulfilled. And then you overeat, and then you just like, why am I losing weight? So,
well, I think too that, the GLP-1 medications like Zepbound, please sponsor us, are helpful when you're with the feeling full, feeling fuller, feeling satiated.
They do. They help tremendously. Like normally I would get a sandwich if I'd stop at a gas station, and the grocer's market there, and I would get a sandwich on my way home, and then I could eat full dinner. I tried that with lunch a couple weeks ago. Got a deli sandwich from the Murphy Express. Then I was going to eat my Chick-fil-A. I couldn't eat my Chick-fil-A because the one sandwich filled me up. So I had to eat the Chick-fil-A for lunch the next day. It was weird. I was like, the hell is wrong with me?
Weird for you, yeah.
So
that wouldn't be weird for me, because, that would be a normal size meal. I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch today.
I had my 3 packets of tuna, cup of brown rice, and 7 ounces of baby carrots.
You do love your baby carrots.
I love my baby carrots. Hey, you love another man who loves his baby carrots.
Who's that?
He used to rub them on with baby oil.
Oh, Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
I forgot he ate all the baby carrots.
That was his whole little shtick for a while on social media.
He's eating baby carrots.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was years ago. So.
It's not that long ago. Is your memory fading you?
I've been a fan for 10 years, so.
We got to get you that shirt, the 10 years of Balor.
Yeah,
shirt.
I know. Yeah. Now that's a fitness journey right there. That's a man who is fitness inspiration.
That is.
That's abs of glory right there.
That is ridiculously fit.
What percent body fat do you think that man has?
I think during his prime Mania season build, he is between 3 and 4.
Probably.
I think he's probably around 6 outside of Mania season.
Yeah.
But he cuts.
When he cuts.
He gets... Like, they're going back, they announced today.
I think he would naturally be a very skinny guy. Yeah. His family looks, like his mom's side and stuff like that.
His dad's small. He's a train conductor.
He's a small person, but he's not built like...
No.
He's not skinny.
No. But I think I look at Finn and, I'd love to do that. But
that's not realistic.
I don't have the time. I don't have the budgetary.
That would have to, but that means fitness is your job.
Yeah.
And I think that we look at people who are, fitspiration, and we're like, oh, they, I want to look like that. And when you don't see results like that, you get kind of down and out with yourself. But those are people who their job is looking like that. Their job is working out and dieting and, being an athlete.
Hitting their macros.
Yeah. I mean, that is their whole
The Rock has been my inspiration.
Yeah.
I would love to be 275 pounds of pure muscle like he is.
That would be nice.
I'll work on it. But it's just the way I work right now. I'm starting off small, and we'll get into this goal setting. Getting into doing realistic goals. Right now, I'm shooting for 3 times a week at the gym.
Yeah.
That's probably the best I can do right now.
With working 3 jobs?
With working 3 jobs.
Oh, you can't make a 7-day-a-week schedule happen?
I could, but I like sleep. And
sleep is important. If you don't sleep, then you get sick, and if you don't sleep, you don't lose weight. You retain
because you get
more fat.
Excess cortisol levels.
Yeah.
You get excess cortisol levels, and you get some of those issues there as well. So I think if I were to say to Lila, Trish Stratus is 50 years old. How come you don't like that? That's a huge red flag.
How come I don't look like that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not Trish Stratus.
Exactly. But that if I say
looking like Trish Stratus is not my career.
It's not. But if I say that jokingly right now, but if I were to say that seriously, like, why don't you look like that? Why can't you do that? That's just being an a-hole. You know?
Oh yeah.
And there are people that do that. There are people that
when people who say I have heard this recently on social media of people saying that a guy said something like, well, if she gains weight when we get married, then I'll get divorced.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That is...
Are you planning on having children? Because women gain weight when they have children.
And you know what else they do? Their bodies are wrecked forever.
Well...
For the most part.
In different... Your body is changed forever. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily wrecked forever. For some people, your body is changed for the negative in a really significant way permanently. Because, you know, it changes your body so much. But for some people, it's a more subtle change. It's different for everybody.
It is, but your body will never be the same after you've had a child.
No.
No matter how much you diet, exercise, work out.
No, and even people like
Becky Lynch.
You know, Becky Lynch had a baby. I mean, I'm sure she would tell you that her body is different now, even though she looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Well, the new WWE show that came out, I watched a little about that. Behind the Unveiled, I think is what it's called.
I don't know.
They talk about, at one point, she takes a bump and she goes, I just peed myself. You know? So
something is different about her body.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and coming at it from a male perspective, you're never going to be the high school quarterback.
Oh no,
you're never going to be as jacked as you were in high school with the great metabolism,
or college, or whatever your peak was when you were a very young man.
See, Lila has been very patient because she's known me when I was 205 pounds. She's known me when I've been 380 pounds. So she's been along for the ride for the whole time. And my weight has fluctuated. I'm one of the classic yo-yoers.
Yeah.
I have gotten down as married. The least I've weighed as married was 264. And then as I've ballooned up to 374 and 380. So it's a journey, and it's something you have to look at as a partnership, because if you truly love your partner and want to be here long term for them, you got to take care of yourself. And I'm not saying you have to hit the gym every single day, only eat a 2,000 calorie diet, drink 12 8-ounce glasses of water, but you've got to make smarter decisions and take care of yourself. And part of that on my part has been neglectful because I've just been too tired and went into DGAF mode. I was just like, I'm going to eat whatever. I'm going to eat as much as I want. I'm just going to stay up till 4 a.m. reading, then get up at 8 and then wonder why I'm so tired.
Well, the other thing too is that a lot of, I think a lot of men who were athletes in high school or college, who had big appetites during that time, once they stop, having that type of athletic output, are still that hungry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You still want to eat as much as you can.
NFL players talk about that. David Pollock, that was one of his big adjustments when he quit playing football, was he had to reduce his calories and change his approach to eating.
Well, he's somebody who took a very mindful approach to it, because he looks fantastic.
He does.
But not everybody does that. And a lot of people think, well, my metabolism is just this high, but it's not. It's that you're getting all that exercise.
You're getting all that exercise. When I was at my skinniest, I had no car, so I walked everywhere.
Yeah.
I walked everywhere. I hit the gym, and I was a broke college student, so I didn't eat a lot. I'd eat like small meals throughout the day tuna was my friend. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I'm not burned out on tuna as much as
I
I've eaten
kind of
it.
am too, because you have put down quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
I've had tuna the last couple of days. Not the last couple of days, but over the weekend. That's what I was eating while you were gone. But
You jerk.
yeah, I was
That's
eating.
my tuna.
We have plenty. We have
For now.
Well, we'll eat it all up. But I do think that it's similar for. I mean, it's obvious, for men. It's similar for women. A lot of us gain weight when we start college because we don't realize how much activity we were getting in high school.
You were a band geek. You were out on the field marching.
I was. I didn't march as much my junior and senior year because I was standing
That's
on
right.
the podium.
But you were still active in band stuff, doing stuff around there,
Yeah.
helping carry
Well,
instruments.
I
and-
worked out a whole lot, though, when I was like a senior in high school.
I did not know that about
I
you.
did. And
Is that where you learned to hate the gym?
no, that's not where I learned to hate the gym. I did a lot of home workouts. I got really maybe a little problematic with it.
You get obsessed with something?
Never. Was maybe a little obsessed with doing crunches. Might have done 600 a day.
Wow. Had a girl.
Yeah. Could be part of why my back is a little messed up now. I don't know.
Well, my journey in college, I actually lost weight my freshman year. So I went to college. I was my football weight at 275. I was on the gray shirt team, which was basically you're in the gym and doing conditioning. And if they ever have an injury at your position, you'd get called up to practice with them. So I was working out 5-6 days a week. I was on a nutrition plan at Bama, where they're like, all right, this is what you're going to eat for lunch. This is what you need for breakfast. This is what you need for dinner. If you're going to snack, you do this. And I went from 278 my freshman year when I weighed in first at Bama. By the end of my freshman year, after spring practice, going into summer exams, or spring exams, I was a rock hard 238.
Yeah. And as your parents have told me that you were just like hard to the touch, just solid muscle.
Yeah. I had a little baby fat. I was still, that was the lowest. I was thinking the lowest I was 10% body fat. So.
But that's still quite low.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a fitness goal.
It's a healthy goal. You got to have a healthy amount of body fat. And I think the male, they want you to be between 12 and 16. I think it's the healthy rate for a male.
I do not know because I have never had my body fat measured, other than by our scale that takes an estimate. Because I don't want to know.
See, I do. I want to know. I know it's not an official measurement on. It's not as accurate as the biometric chambers that do the CO2 output and track your metabolism and all your stuff that the little pods they do in college now. But I would love to do that just to see how fat I am and what my metabolism really
See,
is.
if I did that, I'd be depressed.
I would see it as a challenge. That's against kind of the difference for me and you.
Yeah.
I see it as an opportunity to improve. You're like, God, I'm fat.
And I would see it as I have failed.
But you're always working on yourself, or you should always be working on yourself. You're never a finished product. I've learned that from a man who got into pro wrestling in his 40s, reinvented himself in his 50s, and launched DDP Yoga, and is now a yoga guru out of Atlanta. Because that's one of his things. You never stop improving on yourself.
Yeah.
You never think you've made it. And to me, I'm trying to take that approach. I'm going to have some setbacks. There's going to be a day where I'm going to eat a whole pizza. I know it. I'll probably make myself sick doing it. But there's a day I know I'll just.
I don't know if you'll be able to on the medicine.
I don't know. We'll see. I get full a lot faster. Maybe eat 3 slices and get full. I don't know. But it's just, you have to see it as a constant work, a constant battle. Your health journey never ends. Where I work now, one of my 3 jobs is at a physical therapy place, and you can tell the people that quit being active, and then the older people that were still active.
Yeah.
And the older people that were still active, they respond really well to physical therapy. But the older people that really quit being active, quit doing stuff, it is a struggle for them, and they won't do the exercises at home because it hurts. And it hurts because they can't.
Because they don't have that mobility.
Yeah. And it's kind of a vicious cycle, a catch-22 situation. And so that's kind of opened my eyes. Like, look, I'm good Lord willing, I want to make it to that age. And I want to be like these 80-year-olds that are just spry as all going and just had a total knee replacement, but bouncing back like nobody's business, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm shooting for. I see that in myself. So I'm doing my best to continue my fitness journey, my health journey. Luckily, and I sent you a meme before I came here. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see it.
Check it out real fast.
Okay.
I will talk while you look at the meme.
Okay, I'm checking my phone.
One of the best things that has helped me so far is the support I have gotten from Lila. I have received so much support from her, and she's never been mean about it in any way. She's never been like, "Hey, fat ass." So,
well, you sent me a meme that it's a sweet little drawing of a woman hugging a man from behind, and he's lifting a very large circle, and he's saying to himself, "I can do it." And then over to the next panel, it says, it's like with you on that one. And over the next panel, it says without you. And he's standing there by himself, and he has a very small circle, and he says, "Can I do it?" Which is, I think that's very sweet. But then the next thing you sent me was about Reese's Oreos.
yeah,
So take both sides of that coin, I guess.
I do. Well, in moderation. If I'm not, I can get, and I've learned this, I love Oreos and I love Reese's. Part of what helped when I lost all that weight, I was very portioned out it was really hard. Like a portion of Oreos is 4. That's a serving size.
Which is a bloody shame.
So, but I would portion it out and I'd just limit it for myself. But then I kind of got away from that and just would eat the whole carton, then a whole pizza, and then a whole thing of Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough. I'll get better tomorrow. And I kept putting it off.
Ice cream is a large downfall for us in this house.
It is. Damn you, delicious dairy.
Yeah, and our stomachs don't really love it either.
They don't. Especially, let's just say if we lit a match, I would have blown the house up that night. So, it's important to have support. And I hope you feel that I've supported you. And when I'm trying to be encouraging, because I know right now you're battling some health issues, so you've had to kind of put exercising on the back burner because you're just...
I am an outdoor exerciser. I like to walk and jog, and because it is so incredibly hot, and because I have chronic migraine that is not super well controlled at this point, I've had to not do that. I am gym averse. It's
if you want to come out, I've offered this.
It's a very terrible place for my senses.
This is the first time I've been to the Planet Fitness since they renovated it. All the equipment is new. They've changed the layout. They've got rid of some of my favorite machines, but it's new. The music wasn't as loud.
It's part of it is the people. There are people.
There are people, but I think
I don't do people.
I think it would help you, and maybe we could find a time when it's in the evening and there's not that many people there, because it cleared out when I left around 6:30. It was clearing out because it's pretty intense from about 4:30 to 6:30.
So everybody goes right when they get off work.
Yeah. So maybe we can find a time. Give it a try. Get outside our comfort zone.
We'll see.
We'll see. You could get on a treadmill. They have a cool seated elliptical that I did.
They have a seated elliptical?
Yeah.
So it's a recumbent elliptical?
It's a recumbent elliptical.
All right.
I was able to, because I can't do the full elliptical yet because of my knee surgery. Because I asked Tyler before I went today. He's like, no, you can do the seated one. You can't do the standing one yet. So it was interesting.
Sorry, I was looking at the levels on the thing, and there was
spiked. You and I got spiked a little bit. Yeah.
Well, it was the thing that was showing up in the middle of the screen. I was confused.
Sorry, I hovered over a file and it popped up here. I'll close the file.
Okay, well that's fine. I just was. Yeah.
You get squirreled so easily.
I can't help it.
It's all right. That's why I love you.
It's a little bit of neurodivergence, like popping through over here. Touch of the tism.
'Twas the tism.
'Twas the tism, my lord.
But I try to support her and her stuff, and she's tried some different things, and some have worked, some didn't. When she got really hyper focused on it, I was really happy for her. Helped her with the counting calories. Helped eat whatever she cooked, because she would eat some quinoa, which tastes like nothing. Tastes like cardboard.
Quinoa is not the tastiest thing on earth.
I would eat the quinoa, wouldn't say a thing. I was like, you got it, babe.
I did get on a health kick there. It's been years ago now. But I got down to college weight. I don't say my actual weight. But,
but and I tell you this, and you kind of roll your eyes at me. I love you whatever weight you are. I love your body. I love your curves. I love everything about you.
Yeah.
I want you to be happy with your body as I am.
And I don't think that's possible for me.
Well, that's because you have a negative attitude. Negative Nancy.
Well, I
being sarcastic.
I came up in the era of, the 80s and 90s, and the 80s were the aerobics craze, and the 90s were the era when the models were heroin chic. And, you had all the magazines that constantly talked about weight loss and being skinny and dieting and why aren't you a size 0 and all those kind of things. And we all, when I was in high school, we all thought we were fat, but I wish now that I was as fat as I even thought I was. When I was 18, we came up in an era of really negative body stuff, and it's hard to deprogram that. It's hard to come out of it.
It's even harder now because guys didn't really have to deal with it that much. Most of the guys were skinny. Like Jordan Catalano was a skinny dude. He wasn't jacked.
Hey.
Now you have Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Jack to Jesus, all taking their shirts off at some point in their superhero movie. And if you read the interviews, they talk about how they were on the brink of passing out from hunger and low body weight. They take a little sugar shot to get their veins pumping. They'll go and shoot the scene, and they come back and eat immediately. So that's not a realistic body image for men. And then, of course, you still have the women like Sydney Sweeney, like Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley. Natalie Portman got super jacked for Thor: Love and Thunder. And of course, they show off her guns and everything. And women are like, I wish my arms were like that. So I think it's starting to hit both sexes now.
There's a little bit of a difference now in that we can actually have muscle. Mm-hmm. And the booty is completely acceptable.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a BBL. Everybody wants hips. Everybody wants a butt. If you gain weight there, that's fine. You just don't, God forbid you gain weight anywhere else, though.
Yeah. And it's hard because the prevalence of social media with the Instagram models, with the TikToks about if you do these 5 steps, you too can have a 6-pack, So
if you drink, pink salt,
What was the one you did? Cayenne pepper, raw honey.
Oh, I did that. Yeah, I don't remember what all was in.
Like
lemon juice, cayenne.
Raw honey.
Right? No, it was not raw honey. It was maple syrup.
Unprocessed maple syrup.
It was
or something.
something like that. It was in like warm water, and I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to be like a detox drink. They're doing one now that's like pink salt, lemon juice, and apple cider vinegar is the thing right now. I think my mom's been drinking that.
Yeah,
let's
let's mess with your mom's blood sugar.
Yeah, that's great. Just diabetic. Go for it. I don't think anything like that is a weight loss secret. All those ads that show Oprah lost weight on this are fake.
They're AI.
They're all fake. Adele lost weight on this. No, she didn't.
So there's a website I follow, and the dude is very honest. He's very blunt. He uses the F word a lot. So if you look him up and you're sensitive to language, he does do some censored articles, but it's called Physiognomics.
Okay.
And he breaks down how to lose weight and keep weight off, what you need to do, and the only proven methods that work. It's getting enough sleep, getting enough calories, living in a calorie deficit to lose weight, being in a calorie excess if you're trying to gain weight, and exercise. You have to do those three things. And then when you finally get the weight you want, you have to go to maintenance, which is you eat the certain number of calories, don't exceed it, don't go below it. So it's more difficult than people want. We're always looking for that cheap treat, quick fix that allows you to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, or get 6-pack abs overnight. Or if you just buy this electronic stimulator pad and strap it to your stomach, you too can have abs. You know?
Which I don't think that's the way it works. I think you got to do the planks.
Well, it'll help stimulate the muscle, but if you have all that fat over it, because here's a fun fact, folks. You know how thick the abdominal muscle is?
How thick?
1.5 inches. So it doesn't matter if you have. We probably all have abs.
But I've heard that before. That like everybody has abs.
They're just covered with lots of fat. So,
yeah.
And
I have never seen mine.
I never got any outline of abs. I'm even at my skinniest. Hey, Dalton.
Yeah, me.
Our cat Dalton has decided to weigh in on this conversation.
He is very pro eating.
He is pro. He's the cat that loves to eat so much he throws up.
Which is also not good.
No.
Hey, if you have an eating disorder, please seek professional assistance from a medical doctor.
We're not medical doctors.
No. And
this is just us shooting the breeze. We're not experts. Neither one of us is a licensed psychoanalyst or an alrapist. Neither one of us are an alrapist.
Oh, dear God.
Neither one of us are licensed.
Arrested Development for you.
Another licensed therapist or licensed psychologist.
Or a registered dietitian.
If you need one, hit me up on my Facebook Messenger. I have a great one. Her name's Lee Baxter. She helps me. She helps me a lot. In fact, I get to interview her next Thursday night. I'm excited about that. We're doing it for the Conversations That Nobody Wants to Have podcast.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So, yeah.
Are you doing a couple of fitness podcasts like back to back?
It's not a fitness. Well, it's fitness themed. Yes.
Fitness themed.
This one's more about nutrition and approach to leave that alone. Approach to eating healthy, because you see so many fad diets now. You see so many different things that people try. And I know this is going to shock you, but everybody has different needs and responds differently to different diets. One diet may work perfectly for another person and not for another.
When I was in grad school, I tried the South Beach diet, and that first couple of weeks is like really low carb. It's like basically Atkins diet, and it's very, very restrictive, low carb. And I was miserable.
You're a carb person.
I am a carb fanatic.
You're a hobbit. You got to have your potatoes.
I am. I'm a hobbit. I gotta have my potatoes. And I was, I get grumpy if I don't have.
You get hangry.
I get hangry, but I get overall grumpy if I'm not feeling like I've got the right amount of food coming into my body overall.
No, that totally makes sense because you're underfed, which if you ever look at the ways of brainwashing and torture,
Underfeeding is a huge one.
yeah. So that's one of the reasons it works so well is because your body is not getting the calories necessary to do all the processes it needs. Processes.
Yeah, I mean, I could get off into a tangent about how cults starve their recruits.
We'll do another one about cults. What happens when your partner joins a cult? So, I don't know if you have any information or any podcasts you can listen to.
I love talking about cults.
Well, seriously, let's do it. We'll do one about.
Okay.
We'll do it. I'll let you spearhead it.
Oh boy.
So I will be the Henry reacting to you as you read from the script.
Okay. That's more of Ed's job.
Okay, I'll be Ed. We're both Floridians.
You're
It'll
both
work.
big babies from Florida.
We are big babies from Florida, baby.
We were referencing last podcast on the left because that is my favorite podcast.
That's something you haven't grown out of. I thought you were going to grow out of it, and you haven't.
No,
It's
because
stuck
they
with
keep
you.
putting out quality content.
Yeah, unlike us, we just randomly put out quality content.
Yeah, they put out content twice a week.
Yeah, we're like once every 3 months, if that. So
Well, we were going weekly.
we were. We'll get back.
We're
to it.
gonna try to get back on that.
We'll try to
horse.
get back. We'll get back on the horse. Get back on it. Get on that pony.
Yep.
But going back to the fitness.
Yes. I think that if you are in a relationship and you have similar fitness goals, that can be very helpful. That can be it's easy to kind of feed off each other's energy. It's easy to keep a healthy amount of and type of snacks in the house. When you're both working toward the same thing, it's easy not to encourage each other to cheat on your diet or whatever when you have similar fitness goals and you're both working toward them. What's really difficult is when one partner has some serious fitness goals that they want to achieve, and the other one doesn't, and how that non-dieting partner reacts to that situation can make a huge difference for the one who is trying to reach their goals. I've heard of partners who actively try to sabotage the other
That's
one's goals.
dickish.
I know, but that is a thing that happens. Eating ice cream in front of them, ordering pizza or, trying to get them to make excuses for not going to the gym or whatever. Buying that big bag of Oreos. I don't buy Oreos when I go to the store.
Because you and I would eat them. We would go through them in a day. It's like why I don't buy potato chips. Because I go to the bottom of the bag. One of my favorite snacks in the world are chips and salsa. But I would go through.
We don't buy them.
I would go through an entire bag of chips and salsa in a night.
We buy very few snack foods.
And when we do, we try to be healthy, like baby carrots,
Which I don't eat.
protein bars, fruits. We're a big fruit house.
Yeah.
And a nut house.
You are a Florida boy, so you are pretty crazy about your citrus.
I love tangelos. I love tangerines, halos. I love navel
Just
oranges.
Yeah.
I will eat oranges. I love bananas.
Yeah.
So
Strawberries.
love strawberries and blueberries. And we try to find ways to keep it interesting, because that's another thing you run into when you're in your health journey. It can get really repetitive what you eat. So you try to find new stuff.
But I think that's true for any couple, though. Like, you can get repetitive with what you're eating for dinner.
See, I'm a Sheldon, though. I could totally just Monday night lasagna, Tuesday taco night.
Yeah, I know. I can't do that, though. I need variety, and I'll be on the lookout for something new that I can make. Or I'll just get in the kitchen and look at ingredients and make something up.
Yeah, you've done that. You're a great improvisational chef. So, and you like to find stuff like we have our
cats are having an argument.
But you're really good at finding new recipes, like the butter curry chicken.
Sorry, we are actively having a cat fight.
Oh, fun.
Georgie, please stop.
Georgie, welcome to the life of cat parents. He takes off running. He's got PTSD. Dalton took off running because Lila sprayed Georgie. And Dalton just heard the sound and took off running. So, but going back to that, you got to find stuff. You got to be willing to try new stuff. You've got to be able to say clear lines. Lila will never eat a mushroom.
Not going to do it.
If I was going to die and the only way she could save me was to eat a mushroom,
I'd do that.
She would have to choke it down.
Yeah, I would have to choke it down, but I'd eat it.
She'd eat it. But there are some things.
Is it cooked or raw?
It's raw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. You're dead either way.
Ugh. I'll eat it, but I don't want to.
You'll hold it over my head for the rest of your life.
You got that right.
Raw mushroom.
I ate a mushroom for you.
So, but you've got to be willing to try new things and new dishes.
You'd have to eat tuna noodle casserole.
Is that what you wanted? I would do it. I would do what I did when we went through that at my house. I had Tabasco sauce and I drowned it in Tabasco sauce and ate it. It was tunas, mushrooms, onions, macaroni noodles, and I don't know what the sauce was.
Probably like cream of mushroom.
Probably. But I ate it.
I'm not eating that either.
If that's all you're like, I want to go on a tuna noodle casserole diet. I was like, well, shit. All right, let's do it.
Don't worry about that, because that kind of made me gag. The description of it.
So, but you got to support each other. You got to help each other. You got to be kind, as Lila likes to say.
Yes.
And you got to give forgiveness, because there's going to be some days that your partner is trying to be good and you forget about it and you bring her home cupcakes.
I'm sorry, folks. That was stage 2 of the cat fight with a different perpetrator. Same victim.
Now we have Kofi versus Binks. Binks just needs to whoop him.
Binks could. He probably weighs 17 pounds.
He's just too nice.
He is.
All right. Back to the story yet.
Sorry.
Pardon this brief cat interruption. But back to the thing, you've got to be kind and supportive. And if you will screw up. I remember one time I thought I was being really good. You were doing your diet phase. I want to say this is 2017, 2018. You were doing the diet stuff, getting ready for the Mars show. And you were trying not to eat pizza. And I thought I was being the good husband, bringing home pizza and beer. You're like, the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And I thought, I didn't know she wasn't eating pizza. She had never told me, I'm not eating pizza right now. I'm on a very strict...
Well, it wasn't something that was like, I had laid out like, I am not going to eat pizza. It was, dude, I'm on a diet and pizza is going to wreck it.
I was thinking you could have a cheat day. And the problem is cheat days turn into cheat weeks, which turn into cheat months, so I get that. But I was just trying to help her with dinner. I was actually off work early for a change. And I was just trying to help. And she got really upset. And we talked it out.
And I don't even remember this.
We talked it out. But I just try to be more conscious of what she was doing, what she's trying. And you have to do that. You have to be more conscious of your partner. You have to be, if they tell you what their fitness goals are, you should try to help them. Don't try to sabotage them. You're in this journey together because
and
it will affect both of you.
hopefully you are on a fitness journey for a health reason, not just an appearance reason. I mean, that's fine. But having a health motivator is, a bigger, I don't want to say it's a bigger motivator, but, I think it would be more important to your partner.
Well,
If you're trying to reduce your risk for heart disease, if you're trying to lower your cholesterol, if you're trying to reduce your risk for type 2 diabetes, if that runs in your family, if you are, trying to help your joints, say you have a lot of knee and ankle pain and you're trying to take the pressure off your joints. I mean, those are things that your partner should be supportive of.
yeah. And pulling back the curtain a little bit, my cardiologist basically said, you are at the Rubicon. You can either cross it and we're going to have to medicate you for the rest of your life, or you can pull back and start getting healthier. So that to me was a wake-up call. I'm going to be 43 this October, and Lila will be in November.
I'll be 45.
I didn't know if you wanted me to share.
Well, age is just what it is.
Okay. Some people are very, very shy about their age. But both of us have started doing stuff. She's taking supplements. I'm trying to get off heart meds as my blood pressure is slowly coming down, which is good. Now I just got to keep working on getting that down even more. But it's a situation where you, till death do your part, and for your most part, you don't want it to be because one partner didn't take care of themselves physically. And you want to be there to support them. And I think one of the hardest things to do would to tell a partner, honey, you got to start taking care of yourself. We never had that conversation. You always let me make the decision myself and then be like, you're doing a good job there. Good job. You should keep doing that.
Well, because for me, I am so I said earlier, I was gym averse. I'm very command averse. So if somebody tells me to do something, I automatically don't want to do it.
Do not have sex with me.
Oh no. Please edit that out.
Nope.
No such luck with you. But
I'm command averse too.
It makes me not want to do. If you tell me, to do something, I'm immediately going to not want to do it.
Well,
so
you run on spite.
I do run a lot on spite, but
if I tell you not to do something, I say you can't do something, you're going to show me and you're going to do it. You may kill yourself doing it, but you're going to do it, damn it.
Probably. Just hide and watch.
Yeah. So I think you've got to, if a partner gets to the point where it is dangerous for them, how would you approach it? If I had gotten up to 425, how would you have approached that?
Because you don't share your weight with me a whole lot, and I don't really see, I don't, just day to day, I don't see a lot of difference in what you look like, because I'm with, looking at you every day. So it's not something that I actively notice. But if you'd come to me and said, wow, I'm up to, 425 or whatever, or even up to 400, I think, I'd have probably said something to the effect of, well, you already have a cardiologist, and, your knees hurt, and, you're feeling bad, and I know you don't have the energy you'd like to have, and this is going to make your sleep apnea worse. And, why don't we? I'll help you if you want to lose some weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no point in like beating around the bush about it. You can say lose some weight. But I do think, for me, I always want to make it the other person's idea.
Hey, fat ass.
No,
Lose weight.
Don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
You know, it'd be a really good idea. You got on a treadmill.
I bought a treadmill. No, but
how would you make him think it's? How would you make me think it's my idea?
I don't know.
You do know. You just don't want to tell me because you don't want to. You don't want to unveil your tricks.
I don't want to tell you how to incept somebody.
I'm on to you, kind of. But all right. We'll wrap things up. We've almost gone an hour now. Let's do some red flag, green flag.
Okay.
Red flag, honey, you've gotten too fat.
Oh, that would be a terrible red flag.
How would you green flag it?
I would say, and this is about if that person has health concerns that outside of being overweight or obese, because if you just want your partner to look better, I'm not going to speak to that. Mm-hmm. Because better is a subjective thing.
Very subjective.
And if you want your partner to look a certain way, sorry, people change.
I got bald.
You did get bald. And I'm great. Yay, you're bald. Woohoo. It does not matter to me. But I think that I would say something like, your last doctor's visit, your whatever was up, your cholesterol was up and your blood pressure was up. And, would you be open to, us working together on, trying to get those numbers down? Mm. And don't make it about weight, necessarily.
Make it about the health?
Make it about the health concerns.
Okay. All right. Give me a red flag. We didn't prepare these. We normally prepare them. I'm sorry.
We normally do. Let's see, what would be something terrible you could say to somebody, that you're going to...
It hurts to have sex with you.
Oh, that is very blunt.
Uh-huh.
And I think the only way to green flag that, because that is something that needs to be said, I think. Mm-hmm. Because you are expressing maybe why you aren't in the mood as frequently, and maybe that's something that, your partner's wishing for or whatever, but I think that you can say it much more nicely than that. Mm-hmm. I think you can say, well, it's very uncomfortable for me when you're on top of me, or when we do this, or mm-hmm. it really hurts my knees when whatever. I think that you can be direct enough to say that if that's somebody you're sleeping with. I think you have to be able to be direct about mm-hmm. those topics, but you can say it much more nicely than that.
Okay. Well, that has been a return to Empathy Ever After. I'm David Sears. That's Lila Sears. She's my awesome, totally cool wife. Our marriage is legal. We can vote.
Yep. 18 whole years.
18 whole years. If you want to find me on social media, at David Sears 75 on X/Twitter, at David Sears 1982 on Instagram, you will see so many memes. I like to post memes.
You will see all the memes.
I post silly memes, inspirational memes, and lots of books I've read. In fact, I finished one last night I forgot to post, so I will post it later today.
And you can find me on Blue Sky. I'm Lila G Cat Mama on Blue Sky and I think TikTok.
I don't know what I am on TikTok. I started this dang account so you could send me memes because I had to open it because it wouldn't let me open it in Messenger. It made me go to the TikTok app. So I downloaded it.
Well, I'm sorry, but there are some really good TikToks out there.
They're all on Instagram too. They put them right on Instagram.
Well, I don't see them on Instagram.
Whatever. Next one. Instagram versus TikTok. Which side do you take in the relationship? All right. This has been Empathy Ever After on Tony Kurre Radio. I'm David Sears.
I'm Lila Sears. And be kind to yourself and to your partner.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.